they blitz us. They pull me out the car. It's like in November, and they searching me for hours. They searching me. He got it on him. Searching me, kicking my legs, making me bend. They folding me up, doing all type of crazy shit to me like I'm playing Twister, trying to make the shit fall out because they know I got it.
By the time he was 16, Jonas Nelson had dropped out of school and was making $5,000 a week selling crack on the streets of Hartford. With his father in prison and poverty all around him, the fast life felt like the only way out until it all came crashing down. At just 20 years old, he was hit with a federal RICO case and sentenced to 5 years in prison. This is the raw story of how street dreams turned into a federal nightmare. Jonas, welcome to Locked In, straight from Connecticut.
Yeah, what's up, man?
We love the Connecticut residents that come on the show. We were just talking about how they're underrated, those stories.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Where in Connecticut are you from?
Hartford.
Hartford, okay. You grew up there?
Yeah. Hartford, Connecticut, born and raised my whole life.
What was that like growing up there?
You know, regular hood shit, poverty, gangs, money, prostitution, crooked, what you call it, Congress, senators and shit like that, governor.
Who were you raised by?
Who I was raised by?
Yeah.
I was raised by my mom, my brothers.
Where's your dad?
My dad, he was locked up.
Ever since you were born?
Yeah, like majority of my life, like my childhood life, he was locked up.
Did your mom tell you about why he was locked up?
Yeah, here and there. Like I know some stuff, but like I never really like got into in depth with it. Like that was his life. Like we cool though. Like I met him since he been home and shit like that. Whatever, we got a little relationship, but like it's not the biggest or the best of relationship. But you know, I acknowledge him.
What did your mom do for work?
She was like a clerk, secretary.
Were you and your siblings close?
Yeah, me and my brother's close.
Were you the youngest?
Yeah.
How much older were they?
I got one brother that's 3 years older than me and another one that's like 17, 18 years older.
How old were you when you realized your dad wasn't in the picture at all? Or that it wasn't normal to not have a dad?
I was raised by my stepfather, so like I always had a father figure around. But like I was like maybe like 12 when I realized like my brother dad wasn't really my father. And then I started tapping in with my pops and shit like that. He was locked up, whatever. Kind of build a relationship while he was in jail. Like when I was old enough to read the letters and shit like that. Whatever I used to write him, whatever, he write me back.
Did he try to put you on a good path, inspire you at all, or try to keep you out of trouble to not end up like him?
Yeah, he always give me good advice, good words and stuff like that. But like, by the time I met him, 12, my mind was made up. Like I already knew where I was going with my life, kind of like. So it was like whatever he told me was just like guidance. Like I ain't look at it as him like trying to raise me. Like it was like advice. Like basically, like he was in there to raise me. Like it was kind of like late, a little late when he got there, but I always acknowledged him as my father.
Where did you want to go with your life?
Like, I was playing sports. I was into sports. I used to play football, basketball, and stuff like that. But like, I always had a passion for music, shit like that. I came up, started getting into trouble. Like I was in the Nation. I used to go to the mosque, follow Farrakhan and stuff like that as a child. Like my neighbor was into it, and I used to always get in trouble. So one time he told my mom like he gonna bring me with him. Just out like and like see what they got going on, whatever. Like that's kind of like where I got my hustle from, learn to like work for myself and like do the right thing. Like it was a good thing, and it was like. All right, like, I grew up going to church, and it's like Muslims into this, and like other people like Jews used to have their beliefs, and it's like I started kind of getting confused. Like, all right, everybody got these beliefs, everybody had these debates and stuff, but it's like I know it's a higher power, but it's like it kind of started like throwing me off, kind of like because it's like I ain't know what to believe, but like as I grew older, it's like it was more like what I believe. Like what I follow, like forget what everybody else got going on. I kind of just like went about it like that, like chose my own path and like what I want to study and what I want to follow, and like I took bits and pieces from everything. Basically, what I'm saying, like from Christianity, from like all these different religions, and I just put it all into one and follow what I believe, and just block everything else out. Like,
Why were you so interested in that as a kid?
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's maybe I was like, how can I say it? Like, it was like I gotta choose something. You know what I mean? Like idle time. Like it was kind of an idle time thing. Like just trying to find stuff to do with my time, and like figure things out. Like just trying to figure out life on my own, basically. Like, and then I just went with what I went with. Like I don't really like. I'm not a big religious person, but I believe in God and I believe there's a higher power. But I don't really think like the way all these religions debate and think they better than the other. I didn't never think that was cool. Like I didn't like that part of it.
Would you have described yourself as a good kid growing up?
Yeah.
Stayed away from trouble?
No, I didn't stay away from trouble, but I was a good kid, if that makes sense. Like I was always cool in school, like getting good grades and stuff like that. Shit like that. But it's just like my environment, like I always had good intentions, but I made bad choices.
Tell us about those first early on bad choices as a child.
Stealing cars, smoking weed, petty robberies, and just everyday shit. Running around the neighborhood with my friends, selling drugs, buying guns, shooting guns. Just like the hood shit, man. Just like I always was into sports. Like I played sports, football, basketball, and shit like that. Worked out and stuff like that. Went to the gyms, neighborhood gyms, and late night gyms. Like I always was into shit like that. But like, as far as trouble wise, like I ain't getting like the severe trouble till I got a little older. Like when I was younger, I was getting in this shit, but like I wasn't getting caught for it. But like all my severe trouble came when I got older. Like I was more focused in the sports as like an adolescent and shit like that.
Did you have someone that could keep you on track with sports and keep you out of trouble to kind of see your goals with sports come true?
Yeah, sort of, kind of, but I dropped out. Once I dropped out of school, it was like it was kind of over for sports. Cause when I went back to school, I went to adult ed, so it was like it was no sports. It was just to get your diploma and stuff like that. Then I dropped out again. Then after that, I went to the feds.
How old were you when you dropped out of high school?
Like 16, 17.
Why did you decide to drop out?
Money.
Money to make money?
Yeah, making money.
And that's selling drugs?
Yeah, I chose the streets over school. Like, I was making money in school, but then like I started, like my attendance was bad. Like I had good grades, but my attendance was bad. When I was in high school, after like 15 days, you got to repeat the year. So it was just like, after basketball season was over, I missed more than 15 days. So it's like, I'm about to repeat the year. Like, what I'm coming here for? Like, why I'm going to keep coming to school? So I started going to school, selling weed, going to all 3 lunch waves. Like, after I missed 15 days, it was like I wasn't going to class. I just go to all 3 lunch waves, leave, come back sometime, don't come back. And it was like, what I'm here for? Like, I'm not even about to go on to the next year. I might as well come back the next year. And I came back to, like, actual public high school the next year. And then I played basketball. And then, like, the day after that was Doc Hurley tournament we used to play in. The day after we lost, I dropped out again. It was over. I just left.
Do you think if you stayed in school, you would have avoided prison?
I don't know. Maybe. I can't call it. Cause like back then, like my neighborhood was wild. Like now it's kind of like more laid back. Like a lot of people going locked up dead. They cleaned the neighborhood up a little bit, so it's like kind of it ain't what it used to be. But like back then, everybody was home, everybody was around, everybody was like there. Like it was so much shit going on. It was kind of hard to avoid getting. I mean, like staying out of trouble. If shit was hard, like everybody was doing some negative shit. So it was like now it's different. Like I go back through my neighborhoods. I mean, I'm older now, so it's like back then I was younger, so it's like I think totally different now. So it's like it ain't easy. You can't be easy of influence like back in the day. It seemed like people's influence more with the social media shit. Like people going on social media every day. It's like the streets is not the streets no more. In certain cities it is, and like certain neighborhoods, but like for the most part, everybody turn to social media for everything. Like you can't, like you could go outside and get in this shit, but it's like the whole world is just like social media based. It's like outside is not even outside no more. Even when you out there, like everybody's whipping their phones out quick to record shit. They'll fucking watch you shot on the ground, bleeding out, and the whole fucking crowd will whip their phones out and watch you die. They won't even fucking help you. Like, I mean, the streets is different now.
How did your mom react to you dropping out of school at 16?
Oh man, my mom used to be blacking on me. She wasn't like, she's always tell me I'm hard-headed, but like she let me make my own decisions, but at first she was like, nah, like she done threw water on me. Get up, you going to school, so what, get up. She done wild me up, kicked me out early morning, made me go to school, but like she just wanted to see me do right. Now I look back, like it wasn't like she was like, it was like back then I looked at her like, oh, she angry. She's just like, she blacking out on me. But it's like she just wanted to see me do right. She ain't want to see me go down the wrong path and shit like that. So she was on me about it. But after a while, once I started really making some like real money and making the shit make sense out of like what I was doing, it was like, all right, it's like he handling shit, he grown into a man. It's like she's always telling me like, you know what come with this shit. Like she never, like once she really got off my ass, it was like she let me like crash and burn basically. Like you want to do this shit, you gonna learn the hard way, and take what come with this shit. And it is what it is. Like
what was she telling you would come with it if you went down that path?
Like the jail shit, all the shit that come with it. Fucking robbery attempts, fucking prison, the police shootouts, people trying to fucking steal, like all types of just, the cruddy shit that come with selling drugs. Like just, be prepared and don't cry when your ass get locked up.
The mom's always right.
Facts. And then telling me about certain friends and shit like that, fake friends and friends trying to use you and being flashy and watching out for people trying to set me up and shit like that, typical hood street shit.
Why do you think you didn't listen to your own mother, the woman that raised you and cared for you and gave you a roof over your head?
I thought I knew it all. I thought the people I looked up to was doing the right thing. Shit like that. And it's like, my mom is like, she was more laid back. Like, she's from the island. Like, she adapted to here, but it's like she lives like a subtle, chill, laid back. She's like, I don't know. I just think because she's like from the island, it's like she's just chill to herself. Like, so she knows what's out there, but like she stay away from everything. Like, she's not an involved person, I should say, with like that type of life and all the bullshit that come with it. But she's hip. She's smart. She's not slow.
So when you drop out to start selling drugs at 16, what did that look like?
A lot of late nights, early mornings, making money, blowing money foolishly. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Partying. Definitely a lot of partying.
What kind of drugs were you guys selling?
Crack.
Why crack?
Crack, weed, PCP, whatever we could get to make a profit.
Why did you pick crack to be the drug of choice?
That was the gold mine in the ghetto. That was like, you know what I mean? That was going on. That was where the money was at. Crack, pimping, shit like that. A lot of the old heads in my neighborhood was pimps. And shit like that. It was like my neighborhood had a lot of prostitution. It used to be a cafe called Ashley's Cafe. It had a fire pizza spot next door named Kent Pizza. And like all the prostitutes in my hood would run up and down the block, up and down the block, up and down the block. They shut the shit down now, but like when I was younger, like you see the old school cars pulling up, old heads with suits and shit on, jumping out. And it was real. The prostitutes brought all the money. That's when that shit was really a gold mine. I seen a lot of my old friends and a lot of people from my hood make some good money out there. You know what I mean? Like it was worth the while.
Did you ever get involved with pimping?
Nah. Not me. I got hoes, but I don't got hoes like that.
So now crack, how much were you buying it for and how much do you sell it for in that time?
Back then, they was selling how they was selling it. Like, back then they were selling 62. Some cities call them 63s and shit like that. You'd get one of them shits like 1,100, make like 3,000 off it, shit like that.
How much does that look like?
How much 3,000 look like?
No, how much does $1,100 worth of crack look like?
Oh, that's 62 grams, 63 grams.
62 grams, okay.
Back then, but like that's how we was getting it and selling them, or break them down, sell them loose, sell it weight. But shit changed now. It's totally different now. That was I'm speaking from the time like where we got indicted and shit. Back then we was getting all the work and shit. But now I'm out of the way. I'm doing music and shit like that. That shit behind me.
And this was early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000. I went in 05. I went in 05 and came home 2009.
What were you using the crack itself? You never did drugs?
Hell no, I ain't never fuck with that shit ever. Never. That's the golden rule.
But some people don't follow that.
Don't touch that shit. Some people, some cities, I know I done met people in prison who fuck around and do that shit young. I be looking like, oh shit, like what the fuck? Like you want it like that? People trying to pass time. I smoke weed, drink alcohol.
How did it make you feel though that you were selling it to people to use when you knew it wasn't good for yourself to use?
Yeah, shit. I wasn't thinking about that part. That was making me feel good. I was making money. We was fucked up. I mean, I ain't come from no fortunate living, no good upbringing. Like, I was thinking of money. I wasn't thinking about none of the other shit. If you want to smoke this shit, come get it. We got it. Other than that, like, I was on it. I ain't care about none of that shit. The effects and none of that shit. Like, how can I say I was selfish?
How much money do you think you were making on average a week?
On a week? Like back then, probably like 4,000 or 5,000.
Just for yourself?
Yeah.
That's pretty good money for a kid.
Hell yeah. Like around when I was like 18, 19, 20, shit was different back then. There was money everywhere. And it was in the street. Everything is on like online and like they even fucking got the what you call this shit, the dark webs and all that shit. Like it's crazy, like how people like choose the internet to do illegal shit. Like I'm from the street era. Like everything was always in the street. Like keep it in the street, keep it in the street. These new times is different. Like, you know what I mean, what works for the new era works for the new era. Like, you know what I mean, I'm a little older now, so I'm kind of speaking from back in my time. But the street shit is whack now.
When you were getting money, selling drugs, living kind of that fast life, were you thinking about the future at all or thinking about quitting?
Yeah, I was thinking about music. Like I always wanted to be involved in the music business somehow, some way. It was just like I grew up listening to hip hop, all kinds of music for real, but like hip hop was the main genre of music that I fuck with, and like I was in tune to all the music and shit. So it's just like somehow, some way, like even if it was magazines, behind the scenes, street team, like I was like around, like trying to learn this shit. Then in my neighborhood, all my friends like and family, they was rapping and shit. Diamond Guns, Know the Extra, Funk Wild. Know what I mean, like even like it was so many artists from my city like that was rapping alone, like, and it's just like I always knew coming out of CT Hartford, like it was talent and we had the potential to make it. So it was just like I wanted to get involved and just put my part in it as a CT native. Know what I mean, let them know like we got talent, we got artists, there's people here that's, know what I mean, shaking shit up. So it was like that was my put on it.
Did you feel like you had to sell drugs and be in that lifestyle to be a part of the music business?
I didn't feel like I had to, but it was like that was the only way I knew, and that was the way I chose to get the money. So it was like right around the time when we got indicted, my friend Benz De Niro, he was going by Guns De Niro then. Like he had just signed a little deal and he had a little situation right before we got indicted. And it was like I just started taking the music shit serious right before I got indicted. And when we went to jail, he put out a CD. It was called Get It In. And it's crazy because I was in prison. I was talking about the story the other day. I was in prison and dudes was coming through and singing my songs. Like after being in jail, like 8-9 months, I was in the county waiting to get sentenced. And people used to be coming through singing my songs, and I didn't remember the lyrics. And they should be singing it, and I should just be looking at them like, just like, damn, like I just blew my shot. Like, cause I never got to see the feedback from the street because I was in jail when he put it out. He was out on house arrest when he put the CD out. So when I can't even remember who the kid was, but when he came through, I was going to medical, and I'm walking through and shit, and he was singing my song, and I'm like, damn, when I get out, I gotta really take this shit serious. Like, I could really do this shit, feel me? And I just built my shit up in prison, writing. And when I came home, that's what it's been ever since I've been home.
How old were you when you got indicted?
20.
20 years old. Yeah. And was it a big RICO type case?
Yeah, it was what it started. It was called the SMS Crew indictment, South Marshall Street. It's a neighborhood. It's a block in my neighborhood called South Marshall Street, and they indicted like 26 of us. But it was like, you know, they tie people in from everywhere and shit. But like for the most part, like it started with 26, the indictment, and it ended with like 52 people, and probably like 12 to 15 of them was like people I dealt with and I grew up with.
And like, the rest you didn't know?
Yeah, the rest of them, I was like, I seen people in prison talking about they my Cody. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't know you. Like, I mean, I never dealt with you, did no business with you. You was in my case, but you ain't my co-defendant. My co-defendants was from my hood. But other than that, it was 12 to 15 people. But I had 4 Codys, and 2 of them told, one of them died. He got killed by the police. It's crazy. When he came home, he got killed by the police. But out of all my Codys, I probably dealt with like 2 of them.
Tell us about the day the FBI or the DEA, whoever the federal agents were, approached you for the first time. Did you know you were under investigation?
At the time, I didn't. I didn't know we was under investigation, but it was strange, like weird little shit. Like that like after I got caught, it played back, and it was the times where it really was them. But at the time, we was like in the studio a lot. We was in the studio recording. We was traveling, going to games. Like, you know what I mean, living our life, enjoying the money, partying and shit, popping bottles and shit like that, going to all the clubs, going to all the events and shit. But it was times where like they followed us. One time they followed us to a show. It was Tony Yayo's show at the Hippodrome in Springfield. They followed us, my man Spade in the club, throwing money, wild, crazy at the stage, wilding when Yayo performing and shit. And they was in there taking pictures and shit. They followed us the whole night. The shit was crazy. They had the pictures. They showing us the pictures. These niggas got furs and shit on, wild diamonds and shit, flying. We racing back and forth to the club. And like it was like times they followed us to New York and shit. We going shopping. But like, I never knew it at the time, but like through the evidence and shit they were showing us, like it was like, all right, damn, these motherfuckers was really watching us. But the day they got me, I had court, and my co-defendant that got killed by the police, he had court. And when we'd go to court, they'd continue the case. But they kept continuing our case to the same day. And I'm like, this shit weird, but we ain't thinking nothing of it. Like, fuck it, we gonna come back. And then the third time they continued our case, we go to court, we go to the board, we see all the docket numbers and shit. So we look, we see our names. But like, as we in there, I'm like, yo, it's a big case today. Like, I see detectives and shit. I'm like, it's a big case. Somebody going to court for some shit today. It's a whole bunch of detectives here. So he looking around, he green. He like, yeah, all right, whatever. Like, so I'm looking around. I read the board. I turn around, I go sit down. And he's still at the board while I'm sitting down. I see him like moving towards us. Like everybody in the waiting area in the court, waiting and shit. So I'm sitting there. I'm in my phone fucking around, whatever I'm doing, bullshitting. I look up. They like, yeah, it's him. So I'm looking around like, oh shit, these motherfuckers, like they closing in on us. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? So I'm like, God who? I mean, like, that's him who? Like, I'm like, that ain't me. When they turned the shit around, it was a mug shot of me. I just looked like, the whole courtroom looking like, oh shit, who the fuck is these dudes? Like, they got my man, they pulling him towards me, making him sit down. So they snatch us up. They're like, yo, it's a federal investigation. You got an indictment out, whatever. But they said the agent names and shit, whoever was on the case. So they bring us straight into the courtroom. They bring us through some like backdoor shit. They bring us straight downstairs to the bullpen. I'm in the bullpen. Money on me, weed in my pocket, phones on me. They ain't even take nothing from us because this shit is state shit. This not even their shit, so they just got us in the bullpen like that. So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to move a little weed. I'm moving fast. I'm trying to call people in the service. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm just thinking, like, whatever. Then two of my homies from my hub, they was already down there. And when they brought us two down there, so I'm like, oh shit, this shit real, like whatever. So boom, they come and get us. They put us in the but they was in like some Explorer truck. There wasn't even no paddy wagons. You know the feds, they got their own shit. They put us in like some Explorer shit. We cuffed, we in the back. They bring us to the Fed building. When we get to the federal building, I hear my Cody Benz. We in the bullpen. They bringing him in. I hear him like, man, y'all got the wrong person. Like, man, y'all got the wrong person, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. So I'm like, oh shit. So I yell out like, yo, I'm like, man, they got me too. I'm in here. So I'm waiting for them to process him and shit. They process us, bring us straight to the county. I'm like, damn. I woke up thinking I'm about to go to court, and I was supposed to go to New York that day to D-Block video shoot Team Arliss or some shit like that with Super Mario in them back then. And, this one Big Mike was fucking with them heavy too. But my man Trav from Team Arliss is in the halfway house right down the street from the court. And we were supposed to go to court, get out, get him, and then shoot to New York. But whatever. That shit never happened. We went to jail. We all in the county. Wake up, go straight to jail. And I was in there from 05 to 09. I never got out, no bracelet, no shit like that.
Did they have a controlled buy on you or anything, or is it just all on the phones?
Yeah, it was a phone count. It was one phone count and possession. I served undercover fucking 14 grams or some shit like that one time.
And you had no idea he was an undercover?
And it wasn't even the undercover, actually. It was one of my actual buyers. But that was the time the feds was following us. They had my man phone tapped. We was in the Goodwin Hotel downtown. And it's crazy. It was his birthday. And we was sitting there rolling a whole bunch of weed and shit, putting them in the bowl. We was about to throw a big party at a suite and shit. So I'm helping him set up and shit. And he had his phone on speakerphone. His phone was tapped, right? So we sitting at the table, rolling up, chilling, fucking around, drinking and shit. But his phone on speaker. My cell called me. And because I'm rolling up, I got my phone on speaker, his phone on speaker, right? They called me, whatever, told me whatever they wanted. And I told them, like, yeah, we down here, come here, pull up, whatever. So now they hear me on his phone because his phone tapped or whatever. So I go downstairs. When they get there, they there because they following where we at. By the time they get there, they there. So when I go downstairs, I walk out the hotel and I look to the right and I see an Intrepid, and I just see the hands. It's tinted out, but I just see the white hands. So I'm like, who the fuck is in this Intrepid? But they got their hazards on, and my play got their hazards on. They sitting there in park or whatever. There's a lady. So when I walk around the back of the truck, I look, but I'm like, this shit look funny. So when I get in the truck, I'm like, yo, how long this car been behind you? She like, I don't know. I've been here for like 5 minutes or whatever, waiting for you to come down. So I'm like, pull around the corner. I don't know who the fuck this is behind us. This shit look weird. So we pull around the corner. They come around the corner. So I'm like, oh shit, this shit look funny. So I take the half ounce and I boost the half ounce. And I'm like, fuck it. I got a whole bunch of weed in my pocket from when I was rolling up. I just shoved like an ounce in my pocket. And I mean, I'm about to come back up. I'm gonna finish rolling it when I come back up, whatever. So I'm like, boom, I boofed a half ounce. I just leave the weed. So if they fuck with me, I'm gonna be like, it's my peoples. I'm about to give them some weed, whatever. So the whole time they know I got to work because the shit, they heard the phone conversation. So they blitz us. They pull me out of the car. It's like fucking November. I want to say November. It's November 05. This shit's fucking freezing. I can run downstairs real quick. I just got a hoodie on and a t-shirt. It's so fucking freezing. They searching me for hours. They searching me. He got it on him. Searching me, kicking my legs, making me bend. They folding me up, doing all type of crazy shit to me like I'm playing Twister, trying to make the shit fall out because they know I got it. So they're like, yo, we gonna bring you to the hospital. So they kicking me. Now this shit falling. So like fucking, but it was 14 grams, but it was in all 3.5s. It was all A-balls. So the shit fall down my leg, like two of them. I kick one of them under the car, so they keep searching me, whatever. And I kick another one under the car. The rest fall out as they keep searching me. So they booked me for the two. All right, boom, I'm going to jail. Quarter of crack. Fuck it. I'm about to eat this shit. They take me to jail. I'm in the bullpen. All right, 50,000. They come like a half hour later with the rest of it. Boosting my bail. Even higher. They found the shit. When one of the cruisers pulled off, no, it was the paddy wagon. When that shit pulled off, they find the shit. They brought the shit to the fucking bullpen and was showing me the shit. I'm like, that ain't mine. They like, you was the only one there. We were searching. So they pressing the lady now, and she ended up writing a statement saying like, yeah, he wasn't giving me no weed. I was coming there to get crack, confirmed that it was a buy. And that's how the feds end up picking it up. Because that same state case that was state was a part of the investigation. So the feds picked it up.
You just didn't know at the time.
Just took over the whole case. Yeah, I didn't know it was under investigation.
If it just stayed with the state, how much time would you have gotten?
Shit, I probably would have did some bullshit time. Scared bit.
So nothing.
Like a year probably.
Okay.
But at the time I had probation. So they probably would have violated my probation and shit. Probably did like a year.
What were you on probation for?
6 months. It's fucking larceny, some shit. Larceny, it was some youthful offender shit. Larceny third. I caught a case when I was like 17, 16. Fucking I had a fiend. He was getting rental cars from Hertz and shit. So I used to pay him and shit. He used to give me trucks, pickups, vans, like whatever I wanted. Like, yo, I just go there, pick it out. Boom. He'd charge it on his car and shit. When he started getting fucked up, I remember I had a big Buick. You remember the big town cars? I can't remember which one. A Sabre or some shit. It was a big Buick Renner. And I was paying him. And I'm like, yo, I want to switch it. But he not letting me switch it no more. But the whole time, his credit card done went pop. But he thirsty for the drugs. So he like, yo, I just extended it. And I'm paying him. And then eventually one night I'm just riding. Coming from the club or some shit late night. And I was young too, 17, going out, riding, coming over the bridge from the club in my hood. And I get pulled over. And I just pull over regular. I ain't had license at the time, so I'm like, fuck it, they gonna give me a ticket, probably tell me, pull this shit over, make somebody come get it. So I pull over, regular. They're like, turn the car off and get the fuck out of the car. I'm like, for what? I'm like, I ain't even telling me why y'all pulling me over or whatever. So they're like, get the fuck out of the car. So I get out of the car, boom. I'm Dolo. Get out of the car. They search me. He ain't got shit. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? They're like, this car's stolen. I'm like, what? I'm like, I ain't stealing shit. I got the keys. How the fuck I steal it? Like, this shit ain't popped up or nothing, whatever. So the whole time I'm paying him. And he just fucking taking the drugs, getting high, and he was never extending the rental car. So they locked me up. I fucking go to, I was in the county for like, probably like 2 weeks, some shit like that. I go back to court. And then they let me out on house arrest.
So the feds end up picking up that other case, the drug cases.
But
afterwards.
when that was some youthful offender shit, and I used my YO for that shit and got out on a bracelet. And when I got indicted, they violated the youthful offender shit, and that's what raised my points.
So the feds pick up the case. You're on pretrial detention. Where were you at, Wyatt?
Nah, I never been to Wyatt. That's crazy.
Where'd they have?
I had my one of my codees had to have a set or something. I swear, because I did all my time in the county. A lot of my codees was there too, but for the most part, like, I was in the county 11 months before I even got sentenced. And once I got sentenced, I remember one day they came and it was like, I was earning the fucking, I couldn't wait to get off the fucking, out the county. And I was talking shit every day. I'm sentenced. I can't wait to come get me. And one night we was about to cook and shit. And I remember this shit. I was in a good spirit, whatever. It was just a good day. I wasn't tripping off shit. And they came in through the bag under my door like, Nelson, you out. And I'm like, not me. I'm like, damn, now I don't want to leave. I'm like, fuck. So boom, they made me pack all my shit, bring me to the R&D part in the bottom of the jail, and fucking when I get there, everybody got on orange jumpsuits and shit. So I'm looking like, they give me the jumpsuit, I throw the shit on, I'm like, this ain't my transit, like this state shit, like. So I'm in this motherfucker with a whole bunch of motherfuckers. It's like 40, 50 of us in this motherfucker. And they like, you going to Enfield? I'm like, Enfield? Like, for what? I'm like, man, I ain't going to no fucking Enfield. I'm like, how I'm going to Enfield? And I'm federal. I don't got no state case. Like, that's all state. Like, ain't no holding for federal and Enfield prison. So they're like, all right, whatever. I'm in the bullpen all fucking night. So they come, boom. They put everybody on the bus. They looking like it's an extra motherfucker. I'm like, I don't supposed to fucking be here. So they figured out now. They've realized I really don't supposed to be in this transit. They take me off the bus, get me all my shit back, bring me back to the block. Now I'm back on the block like I never left. So then like 2 days later they come get me. And this time it was the feds. So I'm like, damn, all right, they here, whatever. They shackle me up and shit. We slide out. They brought me to Bridgeport County. I was in Bridgeport County for probably like 2 days. And then I ran into one of my homies from New Haven, kid Push. And the kid named Pace. Nigga Push ended up being fucked up though, but my man Pace, I still fuck with Pace to this day. And he like, yo, we about to motherfucking go to MDC Brooklyn. We went to MDC Brooklyn. I was at MDC Brooklyn for like 2 months. And that shit was like, once I got there, I was like, all right, yeah, this shit about to begin now. Like, know what I mean? It's federal commissary. Everything was like, cause you know when you fed in the state commissary, you can't take none of that shit with you. So like anything you buy is like, all that shit is just a waste of money. You gotta give everything away, and then like once you get to the feds, you starting fresh. Like with like all that shit travel with you, that shit going everywhere you go. So it's like, all right, it's like I'm starting over again. Like now I'm really about to like do this shit. And I was there 2 months, and then I went to FCI Fedson.
How much was your plea deal for that you copped out to?
60 months in a day.
And was that your first offer? Or?
No, my first offer was, I want to say 33 to like 46 months, some shit like that. 31 to like 40-something months.
Wait, so why not take the first offer?
Because they violated my probation for the youthful offender shit with the car.
And that spiked it up.
Yeah, and then my shit went up. And now that shit gave me the mandatory minimum of 5 years. And so when I went to sentencing, they gave me 60 months in a day. Like they could have gave me 5 years.
And you didn't have to testify against anyone or anything. You just signed and
none of that.
Now, do you believe that when you have a big indictment like that, some people say just by pleading guilty, you're incriminating others, but there's plenty of people that do that all the time, and it's not looked at as that.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, like I took rap for my shit, and you know what I mean, I took mine and went with it, because it's like with the first offer that I had, I was eligible for a safety valve with that shit. But as soon as I violated my probation, I wasn't eligible for no safety valve no more. And that's like basically they try to tell me I gotta sit down and own up to what I'm doing, my part in the case. But when my lawyer came to me, he was like, you gotta sit down with the prosecutor and you gotta sit down with the motherfucking agent and your motherfucking lawyer. And I was like, what? I'm like, that don't make no motherfucking sense. If I'm taking rap for my shit, what the fuck I gotta sit down with them for? So I remember I was in the county. My cousin, he was fresh out from the feds. So I'm like, yo, they telling me this wild shit. Like, what's this safety valve shit? He like, nah, don't do it. You gotta go sit down with them people. And your lawyer and some old crazy shit. But he ain't get that shit on his case, so he ain't really know the ins and outs of it. But he was like, just don't fuck with it, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, they wildin'. I'm like, I told my lawyer, I'm like, yo, I'm 20. I'm like, I dropped out of school. I ain't never been to college. I ain't finished high school. I'm about to use this time and get my shit together. Like, I ain't tripping off that. I ain't going to meet them people. Like, I'm good, whatever. But then when they violated my probation, that shit, it made me not safety valve. It made me not eligible for the safety valve no more. So my fucking points went up like 3 points, and it was like, you got a mandatory minimum or whatever. So my lawyer like, when you got a mandatory minimum, only way you could go under a mandatory minimum is if you cooperate. And I'm like, we ain't doing that. And he was like, yo, your co-defendants is cooperating. I barked him, like, the fuck out of it with that shit. On a legal visit, in the visitor room, get the fuck out of there. You playing the tape for me in the case and shit. I ain't jacking it, feel me? like, we're going to take this 60 months or whatever they got to offer. He like, that's the mandatory minimum. So he like, you don't got a lot of priors, but you got the youthful offender shit. That spikes this shit up. So he like, they could go from 5 years to whatever they want. And when they came with 5 years in a day. And I'm like, one day? I'm like, they could just give me 60 months. 60 months in a day running. And motherfucking, I did 39 months. I did like 39 months. And then I did 6 months halfway house.
Was Ferritin a medium or a low?
It's a medium.
Tell us about that experience there.
I mean, I got there. When I got there, I remember the first day I got there, they had had on fucking napkin shoes, the fucking pants. Shit's like made out of a napkin. As soon as I got on the bus, I moved the wrong way. The shit's ripped. It's cold as hell. Leaving MDC Brooklyn. I got this shit on this freezer, and it's like, and it's crazy. They came and got us with this big ass bus, and it was me, this kid from Syracuse. I forgot his name. Damn, his fucking son name. It was this kid from Syracuse, and it was another dude with us. It was 3 of us. They bring us from MDC Brooklyn to Fair in New Jersey. Shit was like 2.5 hour ride or whatever. And when we get there, I remember when we got there. This one, it was super cold. It was night. We get there, we get off the bus. They got the big ass shotguns and shit. We get off the bus. They walking us into the jail with my fucking pants ripped. So the wind blowing, these shit's just ripping more. I'm down there fucking, they got no pants on. I got a leg blown in the wind. This shit's freezing. They bringing us into the jail. I'm like, oh shit, like it's fucking cold. They bring us into the jail, boom. They process us, bring us through R&D, right? And R&D is A unit. R&D was an A unit in Fair. And so when you come through R&D is A left and A right. And we coming through A right, they go to A left. And motherfucking, when they bring you through the door, you go through the unit. So we walk through, I look. It's like 200 motherfuckers. I'm looking, niggas in wife beaters, sweatsuits and shit, chilling, wave caps, headphones. Everybody betting and shit. So I'm looking like, damn, I'm here. I'm looking around. There's motherfuckers from everywhere. They just looking, we fresh in. So I'm looking. So I'm like the third in line. There's 3 of us. See, I was the third in line. So I'm looking. They put the key in the door. So as they putting the key in the door, they about to bring us out on the compound to walk us to the hole till we get our beds and shit. And my homie from my hood, he spot me. He like, yo, who that? Bigfacehead? And I look back, last one going through the door, but they telling me like, come on. I look back, I pop back in, and I spot who it is. I'm like, oh shit, what up? So now, hey, he wilding, the whole dorm looking and shit. So I'm like, okay, my bro up here. This is lit. Feel me? We bring me to the hole. After like 3 days, they got a bunk for me. I went to Be Right. I went to Be Right and shit. And when I came out on the pound, like everybody from the whole fucking car, the whole CT car, they knew who I was. Like, I mean, he put everybody on. So it's like, once I came out, it was like embracing, like everybody embraced me and shit. I had my paperwork and shit, fresh off the bus. In my property, I had my paperwork. Come straight on the pound with my shit. So I was golden. But, the kid Push. Push was the kid, he was the kid from New Haven. He came in on the bus with me. And that's the one that ended up being fucked up. He came on the bus with me. We hit the pound and shit. So I'm like, all right, we go to the yard, boom. We chilling and shit. Meet all the homies. This one, everybody was embracing me and shit, whatever. I meet everybody from New Haven, Bridgeport, New London, Boston, fucking Providence. Like, whoever was fucking with everybody, like New York, whoever, like, I met everybody. And they called lockdown. We went in for count. So now we coming out for chow at night. I'm amped up. I'm fresh in. I mean, I done seen everybody. I got movement. Know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, I'm go to the yard. We go to the yard. I'm looking for my man Push. So I'm asking the homies and shit, like, yo, where my homie at? That came in with me. Know what I mean? Like, cause he was a good dude. He was cool. Like, we was vibing and shit. The whole way there and shit, whatever, betting off each other and shit. So it was like, when I got there, we came in with each other. So it's like, I'm looking for him. So I remember I asked the homie Great, he was from New Haven. My homie Great, it was my homie Dumb Out, my boy Relly Rel. Who else was up there? It was a few other dudes, Kid B.O. There was a few of us up there, whatever. So I'm asking them like, yo, they like, yo, he gone. Like, he had to go up top. Feel me? I'm fresh in up there, so I'm learning the slang and shit. So they like, yo, he had to go up top, whatever. So I'm like, what's up top? I'm lost like a motherfucker. So I'm like, all right, whatever, he up top. Maybe that's some shit you gotta do when you first come here. I don't know, feel me? So as days went by, my homies from my hood came and told me like, yo, they ran home up out of here. Like he was fucked up in their neighborhood, whatever. So I'm like, word. I'm like, oh, this how this shit go? So I'm like, damn. I'm like, glad I got my shit. Feel me? I'm like, I'm glad I got my shit. Like I'm straight, and I stayed there, and I met like I met some good people, man. I met a lot of good dudes from all around. I mean, I used a lot of resources when I came into the world. Like, people plugged me in. Even to this day, like, I'm still in contact with people from behind the wall. They make shit happen for me. Or, like, people that's home now, they done link me with artists, got me videos and shit, features, and, like, whatever. Any way they could have helped me.
How did you spend your time in prison?
Working out and writing. Writing and working out. I did a lot of schooling and shit. Like, my homie Tension, he used to try to get me to do the personal training shit. And like, I came home and started it, but when I was in prison, like I was learning how to work out and shit. Like I really took that shit serious once I got like working out down pat. Like, so I was like studying that shit, but I got my GED and then I started college and shit, got a couple credits, like in a community college. It was like Cumberland Community College out of Delaware. But it was like general studies credits and shit. Like I ain't never finished.
Were you tempted to get into trouble in there?
But I just smoke a lot of weed, working out, fucking around. Like I got in trouble. Like I remember I got into an argument with the fucking the ward secretary. They had a fucking tour with interns and shit walking the compound, and we wasn't supposed to talk to them, but like they was deep. Probably was like 15, 20 of them. And like, they walk in the compound, but we free walking the compound too. But there's so many of them, some of them tagging along. And while I'm walking back to the unit, I remember this shit like yesterday coming from Chow, and they was talking to us. But like, you know, being in prison, like you don't see people like that and shit. Like I wasn't even getting wild visits and shit like that. So like, when they was talking to us, we spoke back, but like, I ain't keep it moving. Like I was like fucking having a conversation like these people from the free world, and like one of them was pretty and shit. It was 2 dudes, it was 2 girls and shit. And I was just talking to them and shit, but I started flirting with one of them and shit. In the war secretary caught the shit. But I'm thinking she fucking with the college kids or the interns, where they was from and shit. And she stopped and she came back and was like, your name and number. I'm like, what? She like, give me your ID. I'm like, ID? I'm like, for what? I'm like, man, I ain't give you, who you? I ain't give you shit. Spent off on her. Pew! Walking back to the unit. Walk back to the unit. They call it 10-minute rec move. Boom. I get my fucking, my water bottle and shit, sweats and shit, change and shit real quick. Fly out to the unit. You know, 10-minute rec move, you gotta move quick. Fly out the unit, go to the yard. So we walk in the yard, me and the homies and shit chilling. I can't remember who I was with, but we walk in the yard. All you hear is Jonas Nelson, 168-08014. Report to the lieutenant office. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, man, they calling me. Spin the yard. They call it rec move. I'm like, man, fuck that. I ain't going. They call the rec move, 10-minute rec move over. Next rec. But in between the rec move, they calling me again. So I'm like, fuck. Before the lieutenant office, they about to book me. I know they about to book me, so I'm thugging like, fuck it. Now it ain't even an hour rec. It ain't even an hour rec. This one is the last 30 minutes before they call recall. So they call recall. Or they call recall. They calling my name while I walk back to the unit. So while I'm walking back to the unit, They call my name. I'm walking past the lieutenant office, but I'm on the other sidewalk. This shit like to the right, walking back to the Senate gate. So fucking, they spot me. They're like, "Hey, Nelson, come here." Ah. So I walk up. As soon as I walk up, they book me. Put me in the shoe. They had me in the shoe for like a month for this shit. I lost my bed, everything. I'm like, fuck, this nut shit. Like my Philly homie should have said, this nut shit. That's what I'm talking to these motherfuckers out there. They done booked me. But they booked me. They didn't even book me for talking to them. They booked me for not following her order. So she's like, "Oh, I'm the warden." She came to see me in the hole. "I'm the warden secretary. Da, da, da. I give you a direct order next time. You give me my ID. Da, da, da." So I'm in there. Week go by. Like, damn. I got a celly. I had a celly for probably the first 2 weeks, probably 10 days. And then he got out. And I had to sell to myself, so I was just in there chilling, whatever. But that shit was some shit. I'm like, I did some dumb shit. Got me in here. When I popped back out that motherfucker, I was like, damn, this shit felt like I just got out of jail. And I'm in jail. That's how that shit felt.
It's a jail within a jail.
Yeah, 26 days I came out. Oh my God, I was skinny. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get some food, cook. Came out, everybody laughing, like, yo, you wildin', laughing and shit. Joking about that shit.
Yeah, because you got no commissary in there.
Yeah, it was quiet. You buy bullshit on commissary. You get one phone call a month. Fucking 3 showers a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 10 minutes. Man, that shit was horrible. And you handcuff in the shower. Oh man, that shit was tragic. I said, I ain't fucking up the way I ain't jacking my shit off. But they ain't take no good time. That's the only thing. They ain't take no good time. They just try to make an example out of me.
Was that a deterrent to not get into trouble in prison again?
Nah, hell nah. I still was running around bullshitting, drinking and shit, smoking, doing running tickets and shit like that.
How would you get weed in prison?
The homies, niggas come through. We stayed. Niggas come through, roll up. It's in the air. We smoking. That's all that matter. I mean, I wasn't getting visits and shit like that, so I ain't really ask questions like that. Motherfucker come through, got it. I'm buying that shit. That's it. I want to smoke. You know what I mean? And then one time, we smoked. We was going hard. This what made me fall back. We was smoking. Send a bag. My bro just tell me send a bag. Feel me? Send me $12, $20 worth of shit. That's all you need. I send a bag. That's it. Feel me? He come pull up on me. We rolling up. Know what I mean? We in prison. I don't give a fuck about none of the extra shit. I just want to smoke. Know what I mean? Ease the time and shit. But one time we smoked. We smoked, right? I'm high. I'm so high. I go to the microwave. I cook some shit. So when I get high, I ain't like being in a unit and people facing shit. It's just something naturally just telling me they gonna know I'm high. So I get high. I go to cell right. I either write or read. I send the cell, write the music, turn the night light on, and start writing and shit, get in the zone, write some music. Be chilling out the way. But that last time that I smoked before I got out, I smoked and somebody had to tell that I was high because they called me to the lieutenant office 3 in the morning. They popped my cell, lieutenant office. I'm like, oh shit. So motherfucker, they doing count. So while they doing count, I'm like, I'm about to drink wild water. How much water is possible? Fuck, these motherfuckers. Somebody told them, I'm thinking they gonna book me. I drink wild water. But this time I smoked, I probably took 4 puffs, 5 puffs. I'm high as hell, so I just know I'm about to get booked. They gonna book me. I go to the lieutenant office, pissed. I passed this shit. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, man, fuck it. I go back to the cell because I was in this fucking RDAP. I'm in the drug program. I probably got 6 months left. I'm like, oh, I'm about to jack my shit off. So I'm like, man, fuck that. I gotta stop. And I just stopped. And I motherfucking came home as soon as I got to the fucking halfway house. Once I got home confinement, I was smoking weed. I smoked weed a lot in jail. I ain't gonna lie. Smoke weed. It helped me get by. Cigarettes too. It's crazy. I never smoked cigarettes in the street at all. Ever. I'm in jail. I buy tobacco. Make me a rollie. Smoke a cigarette and shit, but other than that was it.
What were you doing to make money in there yourself?
To make money?
Yeah.
I was working in the rec yard, but That was bullshit. That shit was nothing. Fucking, I hated the fucking Rec Yard. Fucking CO. Fucking, what's his name? Everybody used to call him gay. They used to disrespect him like, you fucking faggot, you gay. Especially the dudes from DC. They used to be, oh man, they used to be dogging him out. Fuck out of here. Fucking CO Hicks was his name. Hicks. Fucking bald head, fucking military. Like, he used to be fucking, how the chicks call him now, sassy. Back then, they wasn't even saying sassy. This motherfucker was fucking, he was a fucking dickhead. They used to fucking make me sweep the geese shit on the track. I used to just walk the track and sweep geese shit and fucking put all the weights and shit back. I used to run the weights and shit, get the bars and shit, hold the bars. I was making money doing that too, holding the bars. Every morning, everybody, like Philly car, New York car, shit like that, I hold a bar, they pay me and shit, a couple dollars and shit, whatever. But me and my homie from my town, what's the fuck other homie named Flacco? He was from Jersey. They used to be doing the tickets, and it's crazy. I never gambled like with the tickets, but they used to get the line, and I used to write the numbers out on all the tickets for the whole compound, and they used to fucking pay me like fucking $8 each page. On each page, I made like 12 tickets each page, and I used to do like for the whole compound. Every fucking night, or like every night the tickets go out, whatever, it's a couple days a week, I probably do like 6 to 7 pages. I'm getting like $8, $9 for 6 to 7 pages, like 5 days out of the week type shit. And after I write them up every day, I count, 4 o'clock count, I write all the tickets out, cut them shits up with a razor, cut them up. As soon as they call the first move, my homie Panama, he was from Panama, Cologne, Panama. I don't know where the fuck he at in this world, but if he see this shit, this motherfucker was wild Panamanian. A Panamanian too, that's why he was cool. My mom from Panama, but this motherfucker used to take the tickets and run them on the move through the whole compound and shit. And he used to get paid for that or whatever. And I was eating off of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have fucking bags of tuna, fucking books of stamps. Tuna was the money then. Tuna and stamps. I had 200 tunas. My tunas. Then my homie had so much tunas. I got some of his tunas. Fucking some of his stamps. I got my stamps. Like, he was fucking killing with that shit. And that shit got me by. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped calling home for money. Everybody should be like, damn, you ain't calling home. I'm like, I'm into this shit here. Like, that shit helped me get by. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because I used to write the ticket out. And still to this day, I don't know how to play this shit. I don't know how to put bids in and none of that shit. I used to just get the line, write the numbers, and get them tuners and them stamps.
As you were getting closer to the end of your sentence, what were you thinking for life after prison?
Music. Even I wasn't running around like I was cool with everybody. You know what I mean, fucking with everybody. Like, for the most part, all the good dudes I met from A City and shit. But like, I was more like, I did so much writing, music and shit. I wrote one book, but I ain't feel confident enough to like try to put it out and shit. But like, as far as the songs and shit and the music, like, it was like, it's go time. Like, any tie that I had was like, you could get me 100 pounds of weed, or you could get me this feature. Who you know, who you fuck with. Like, fucking 50 Cent uncle was like a couple cells away from me. The one that made that King, you ever see the King Tut statue he ever had on MTV Cribs? He had the King Tut statue that he made in a ceramic shop. It was King Tut, but it had 50 face on it. And 50 showed it on MTV Cribs, a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but he spoke on, he don't got it no more. His lawyer was in his office, knocked it over, and the shit broke. But like, he showed this shit on MTV Cribs and shit. And his uncle made that shit in a ceramic shop where I was at. You know what I mean? Like, it was a whole bunch of people I met there. My homie Trini from Brooklyn. My homie Hollywood J from Brooklyn. His name Tension, but he's in the web series that's real big called Project Heat. Like, that was my homie. Like, we was in the same unit. Our birthdays a day apart. We did the drug program together and shit. Like, he showed me how to work out, like, a lot of shit, like, in working out. Like, he got certified for personal training when we was in there, and he home doing that shit still to this day, like, whatever. But, like, for the most part, like all my ties, some of my ties out of New York and like in the industry is like through federal prison. Like the most fortunate shit that happened for me when I came home was due to me going to prison. Like if I would have never went to prison, I would have never got my diploma. I would have never learned how to fucking work out. I would have never started college. Like, I mean, like I would have never knew these people. Like where I'm at today is due to being in prison in certain cases. But like when I came home, like it kind of structured me and it gave me, how can I say it? It conditioned me and gave me like, it showed me how to utilize my time.
How old were you when you got out?
24. I mean, got out, I got my license. As soon as I came home, I started traveling. I started making calls and like pulling up on people I was in jail with that came home before me, or pulling up on people in jail telling me to go see and go highlight them and lock in. I mean, like when I first came home, it's crazy. My man Bourne was from Queens. He was robbing armor trucks and shit, doing all type of wild shit. He had the dreads and shit. He worked in a rec yard with me. He was wild. He used to run around dirty all day, working in the yard on the weights, and it's just like he's everywhere in the jail. You know what I mean, he was fucking with everybody. He was cool with everybody. He was just bad and doing him, but like he was my man. And it's crazy. I think his sister was from QB. His sister was from QB, and she was married to Nature, I want to say. And when I got out, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna link you with my man Ty Nitty." Ty Nitty from Queensbridge. He came up with Mobb Deep. He ran with Mobb Deep and them Alchemists and Prodigy, Have and all them. He's like, "I'm gonna link you with my man, and when you get out, go see him." And they was in New York. Cause they was out of New York, so they was in New York at the studio and shit. I hit him up, whatever. And he like, "Yo, we in the studio right now. Just go to the hood and we gonna link with you." So I go to the hood. I go to QB, and one of my cellies was Twin Gambino. He's from Mobb Deep too. One of my cellies is Ali Mo. He in jail right now, free Ali Mo. This was my man. So he like, "Yo, Ali Mo in the projects or whatever. Just stay in the projects until we done in the studio, and then we gonna link, whatever. So I go to Queensbridge. I'm in fucking Queensbridge. As soon as I get there, this chick killed her sister. And I want to say her sister, boyfriend, or girlfriend, or some shit. It was some wild shit that happened. It was a double homicide. And as soon as I get there, they fucking flying around the projects looking for her crazy. But the chick who did it was in the projects really high somewhere. So they looking for shit. Coming through this shit crazy. I come in through 41st side and 12th Street with the courts and shit at. I come through the projects and it's like 30 niggas under the scaffold. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This motherfuckers everywhere. So I'm like, all right, with my man Ali Mo. So they like, yo, my man Boutique, he out there, whatever. He gonna hold you down, whatever, till they find Ali Mo. So I spoke to Boutique before, or I met him. I want to say I met him before prior. So I was like, all right, cool. So when he came, when I got there, everybody looking like, whatever, like who, but they know I'm there for them, but like they wasn't like comfortable because it's like they didn't know who I was, whatever. So it's like, cool, fuck it, I know the street shit. I'm the newcomer on the block. They like, who this, whatever. So like 20, 30 minutes go by, they can't find Ali Mo or whatever. So they looking for him. They can't find him. He don't got no phone. He don't like phones, so he don't got no phone. They can't find him. They searching. I'm watching them going to different buildings, going to this apartment, da. So I'm smoking, got the boot bag on, got on all black. I had some black Pradas with a black Champion hoodie. I remember this shit like yesterday, all black. So I'm just quiet, but it's like everybody looking like, I mean, I'm fresh out, I'm big. The fuck is this motherfucker? Like this motherfucker big as hell. I got a book bag full of CDs and shit, give out the CDs and shit. So like, I'm smoking this shit like 20 minutes go by. Ali Mo come down, but now I'm high and shit. I'm chilling. I'm in my own world. I'm in my own world, listening to music and shit, rocking and shit. We under the scaffold, whatever, hood shit. So Ali Mo come up. He giving everybody that, but I don't see him because he little. Ali Mo little. He's probably fucking 5'5", 5'6". Little live motherfucker, fly around the jail. He live like eating everything. You know what I mean? So when he come up, And he get to me, he spot me, this motherfucker start going crazy. Like, yo, this motherfucker in QB, you came to the hood. Yo, you out here, who you with? I'm like, I'm Dolo. He like, you out here by yourself? I'm like, yeah. Whatever, like, whatever. So he embraced me so crazy. Like, once he did that, everybody else, like, shit just changed like this. Like, everybody showing love and shit. Shit was wild. I'm out in the projects and shit, fucking around or whatever. Go to the studio, run around, go out, man, shit. But it's like, I was out there fucking with the mob and shit. Just chilling, regular hood shit. So, but that was, I'm saying that to say this, that was one of my ties from prison. Like, if it wasn't for prison, like, that shit would have never happened. Like, know what I mean? Now I'm Ty Nitty, we got like a couple songs and a couple videos, know what I mean? I met the mob. When P died, they invited me to the funeral, know what I mean? I was at the funeral, know what I mean, with everybody. The whole fucking industry was out there, motherfucker. The Source, 50, Faircon, fucking Fat Joe, Papoose, Smith & Wesson. I ran into Jadakiss out there. A lot of people came to the Prodigy funeral and a lot of people didn't. But that was from, if it wasn't for prison, I wouldn't have locked that in, feel me? Like, and then like, who else? My homie from Brooklyn. My homie Pups linked me with a few people. Like, I met a lot of people in jail, so it's like, I just try to, even to this day, I utilize everybody. My homie Don Quan from Brooklyn, I met him at MDC. My man Don Quan, when I got to MDC, right, we get on the block, a whole bunch of Brooklyn, Bronx, Harlem, fucking Dominicans. And when I got to MDC Brooklyn, this is the first time I was locked up with a fucking real fucking like mafia mob dudes. Like, I'm listening to them talk and shit. They calling each other mooly and shit. They eating fucking all types of different shit and shit. Like, they whole shit. I'm like, yo, this shit is what I see in a fucking movie. Like, that shit was like fascinating to me. Like, yo, I'm listening to them talk, like, and it wasn't even like just eavesdropping, like, on some shit. Like, I'm trying to see what the fuck they got going on, to the point is like, I even introduced myself to them, like, you know what I mean, and learned shit about them, whatever. And it was a cool experience for me. But my homie Don Quan, shout out to Don Quan, he fucking he came over, bigged me up, was good, where you from and shit. So he like, yo, I'm gonna get on the phone at the count, and I know two homies from your city. He like, yo, I'm gonna call them. He like, yo, if they vouch for you, like, then you good, feel me? I got you, whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We talking and shit, whatever. And then even like he was pressing me, no shit like that. It was just some like, what up, where you from type shit, like, know what I mean? Like, introducing himself, showing his hand. And he called my man Buck from Uptown, and he called Thurn, DJ Raw Heat, from the Bush, from Garden Street in my hood. They both was from Hartford, right? So he called them after count, one by one. So I don't know though at the time. So later that night he come to me and was like, yo, like, I don't know what they said on the phone, whatever, but like, I mean, he just showed me wild love, gave me everything, cigarettes, weed. He showed me all his photo albums. He was managing fucking Paul Kane and them and running around. He had the Street Life King shit. Showing me all his photo albums. Just showed me wild love, embraced me. And we cool to this day, you know what I mean? I run into him on a humbug in New York, in the clubs and shit. Like, I always run into him. Like, it's never playing. I just spot me. At the parade in Brooklyn and shit. Like, he's one good one like that. I mean, the real one, I mean, that I met in prison. But like, I met dudes from everywhere. Cali, fucking DC, fucking Atlanta, Colorado, fucking all over, Boston. And then like, some people find like even in like, it's crazy, even in some of my homies' videos and shit. Like, I'll be in a video, they'd be in the comments like, oh, that's Bigfacehead, from CT, Bigfacehead. That's my music name, Bigfacehead and shit. So they'd be like, yo, that's Head from CT. Yo, tell him I said, what up? What's his page and shit. Like, so people still find me from all these different places through the music, through social media and shit. And like, even the other day, my man Wazir, he did 22 years. He from Camden, New Jersey. He in the Nation of Islam. And this kind of how like I took a liking to him, like welcome home to him. He fucking was in the Nation, and I was telling him like I used to get in trouble when I was a kid, like I used to go to the mosque and shit. And my family used to make me go to the mosque and shit, whatever, with my neighbor. So like I was familiar with some of the stuff he was studying and shit in jail, whatever. We used to build. I go to the mosque with him in jail here and there, but like I ain't really like follow it in prison. Like my mind was made up. I was into the music shit and like I wanted to do the music shit. Like I was trying to lock in with anybody who was doing music, but he just he been home. I think he said 4 years, 3 years, but he did 22 years, and he was in my unit. Be right, as soon as I got there. But like him, never homie Rob was in my unit. Be right, old head. He was a good dude too. Who else? My man International KT. He from Soundview. He was a real one too. He was in my unit. He was running around with French Montana and shit. When he came home, Chinks Drugs. And it's crazy. Rest in peace, Chinks Drugs. I opened up for Chinks and French. French Montana. Chinks and French in Long Island. I can't remember the club name, but Littles. He was from Queensbridge. He used to manage Mobb Deep. He brought me out there when I first came home and was doing my music shit. He brought me out there to open up, but my man KT was running with French and Chinks, and it's crazy because Chinks had a fucking show before he passed away in downtown Hartford. I think it was Envy, and I didn't even know he was with him. I ran into them after the club, whatever. My man KT Killer, he spotted me, or whatever, and we linked up and shit. He was with my man Taz City. We linked up and shit. I took him to the strip club, and it was with French brother too, Zach. I took him to the strip club. This was one of the weakest strip clubs in Connecticut history. Minx, this shit was weak. I ain't gonna lie, shit was trash and shit, but we hung out and shit. So I got to hang with Chinks Drugs and shit on a one-on-one due to a never tied from prison. My man International KT, you know what I mean? So
Have you been able to stay out of trouble since coming home from prison?
Yeah, I went back to the county like one time. I had went for some bullshit and I bonded out, but in Hartford, if you make bond after a certain time, you got to stay there the next day, and then the fucking paddy wagon ended up coming to do a transport, and they brought me to the Meadows, but I was already bonded out, but I had to stay the night and shit and go through the process, orientation and shit. And right after orientation, they called me and was like, "You bounded out." And I was like, "I got the fuck out of there." And I ain't been back since. But I've been out of trouble for the most part. I got shot in 2012. I had to learn how to walk again and shit. But ever since then, I just been on my music shit, working and shit, staying out the way, starting businesses, trying different shit, and just trying to, stay building. That's pretty much it. But like, far as trouble and shit, I be out the way, man. I can't. I got my shit in trouble. It's about building and staying out the way. Now I got kids though.
How's your relationship with your mom?
Me and my mom good. She's good. I mean, my mom's older. She in the 70s and shit, but she still do everything on her own and shit. Speak to her as much as possible. You know what I mean? Help out, shit like that. But she's a how you call it, an introvert. Like she's seldom, she's to herself. Like she don't really interact much and shit. She used to be in her own world.
How are you going to make sure that your kids don't follow the same path you did?
I mean, just keep them out the way as much as possible. Let them know it's different shit going on out here that you could do. Like, you don't got to do the ignorant shit to be cool that you see everybody else doing. Like, try to create your own lane. Like, as humans, we all gonna make mistakes. We all gonna try different shit. But you always got a choice. And how I was raised, it's like, if you're gonna do that shit, you know what come with it. That's my whole thing. Like, I'm gonna try to stay on the best path, try to keep them athletic, you know what I mean? Try to keep them following in the good paths of me, like far as maintaining my health and like reading and fucking working out and just absorbing shit. Be a sponge. You know what I mean? But know how to weed and see shit out. Know a fake friend. Know when it's time to fucking leave. Know when bullshit about to happen. Know when somebody's embracing you. Know when somebody's disrespecting you. Know when somebody's trying to belittle you. Know when somebody's fucking being prejudiced to you. Like, you gotta just know when to pull a plug, remove yourself.
What if they're stubborn like you? Like you were?
They gonna learn. They gonna learn the hard way and gotta know what come with this shit. But now when I look back, like I can't run no more. Like, I could maneuver a little better, but like from being shot, like I can't like run. I can't be athletic. So like when it comes to sports and shit, I could show them certain shit, but like I can't get 10 toes down. I can't go into the depths of a lot of shit with athleticism because of my injury and shit, being shot. But for the most part, like I could give them the mental, and then the mental is everything. Like, I don't want y'all to be weak. Like build yourself up strong as possible, and you'll make it in this shit. You know what I mean? See the world, travel, watch out for fucking woman that's like not for you. No woman that's trying to use you, shit like that. Like, those are things like that I want to instill into my children, even my daughter. Like, be alert. Like, I mean, know when it's time to abort a situation. Know when it's time to fall back from a friend that's doing too much or that's too negative or that's not respecting your wishes, and like, you know, just try to weed and see shit out, because like if not, like you're gonna always get the shit into the stick, and that's not the way. That's not a good way of living. Like, just be getting shit into the stick and everything. Like, in the hood, a lot of people's unfortunate, and that shit be like that for them. Would it be from not knowing how to sort things out? You know what I mean? Like, my older brother instilled a lot of street shit in me. Like I roamed the streets young, early. Like, I learned from people crashing out. Like, older people in my hood, not even learning from stories that they told me, just from absorbing and just seeing how they maneuvered, and up to the time they went to prison, or up to the time they got killed. It was like he was doing this, he was cruddy, or like this led to that, or because like life is what you make it. So it's just like I analyze shit that I seen people go through in my past, and I analyze shit that people go through living, relationship-wise, even if it's job-wise, business-wise. I analyze everything, not even just my own problem. Like, you could tell me some shit you went through in jail, and it's like, when I analyze it, it's either I'm going to get something out of it or I'm not. But the good shit that I get from everything is like, that's what I lock in.
Do you think someone can escape their environment at a young age, or do you think they're kind of stuck there and have to weather the storm?
You're not necessarily stuck, because it's like, it's what you make it. It's like, if you're old enough to make some money, you can make a change. So it's like, if I don't like I say that to say this, like, I didn't like my mom not knowing when shit was gonna get done, how it was gonna get done, and like where the next meal and shit was coming from sometime and shit like that. Like, typical shit, struggling. And it's like, I didn't like that. So it's just like, now, how can I change that? And it's like, I can make money doing this. I can make money doing that. Like, even before I started selling drugs, when I was in the Nation, I used to sell, you know, they got the newspapers, Final Call, I used to sell them shits. Me, like everybody, like people who really know me, like they like, when I was younger, they used to make fun of me. Like, now it's just like, we older, we go to jail, you turn Muslim. Like, when I was younger, I was into that shit. I didn't have to go to jail to turn Muslim or follow this shit or read the Quran and shit like that. And I had to go to prison for that. I chose to do that shit on my own just because I wanted to show my mother, like, all right, you want me to do this because I'm getting into trouble? All right, I'm going to go do this and show you what I get out of it. And that's where I got my hustle from. Like, they sell incense, they sell oil, they had their own bottled water, their own tissue. That, like, in the Nation of Islam, they teach you to work for your own. Like, support your own, work for your own. And they had their own everything, fucking pies, everything. Like they was branding their own shit years ago before people started thinking of companies and putting shit on social media and selling this and selling that. They was branding all their own everything. And I used to sell 1,000 papers a day at 12 years old, 11 years old. Them papers is $1 a piece, and I'm getting what? I was getting 30 cents off each paper for like majority of the time I was selling the papers, pies, incense, and stuff like that. I was selling they stuff, and it was breaking bread with me. By the time I was 13, I saved up $1,500 of my own money to buy my own shit. Now I got papers, incense, oils, all this shit, selling all this shit in the nation as a teenager. But I'm still hanging with my friends when I'm not with them. So now as I'm getting older, I'm smoking weed. They a little older, 16, 15, 17. They got guns, 1 or 2 guns. We run around hanging in the neighborhood. We stealing cars. They hustling. So it's like now I'm smoking weed. And then one time I went to the mosque. I was high. I smoked the weed. And it's funny. Every time you remember DMX album? His first album. You like DMX?
Yeah, I like DMX.
And when he was like, man, I see your eyes all red and shit. And he was like, man, look at you. You get high and shit. He was talking to X as a kid. He was pretending some shit like that. And when I went there, I just felt like the same like how I used to be in prison. It's paranoid. Like everybody know I'm high. And I'm like, nah, I'm fucking up. I can't be coming here high. I got more respect for these people. Like, they showed me some shit. They taught me a lot of shit. Like, know what I mean? And still to this day, I see them. I give them the utmost respect. The ones that's still in it. And some people turn back to the streets and shit fuck up, drugs, get killed, shit, whatever. Just like anywhere else, like with the mosque and shit in the city. But like, when I see them, I give them their respect, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have my hustle. When I start fucking up, and I was like, nah, I can't come here high and shit like that, whatever, I stopped. But when I stopped, now I'm not getting the papers and the oils and shit, the shit that was profitable for me and this shit. And that's what kind of made me like take a liking to the shit and really start learning this shit. I started reading the Quran, learning Arabic. I have long hair. I cut my hair off and shit. Cut my braids clean off, whatever. And start studying this shit for real. And I was making the money, because it's like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it for real. And like I really learned a lot of like my ways, like mannerisms, from the way they move. They militant, like they keep yourself clean cut, keep your nails done, clean shoes and shit like that, whatever. And I took that shit and I applied it to the streets. Now I'm starting out selling weed. I'm buying the weed. I'm reading up, getting the weed, whatever. And I met a Jamaican lady in my hood named Peaches. And this chick was connected, and she used to sell me weed at first, right? And she used to sell me the weed, QPs and shit. Give me a QP, whatever. Now I got a half a pound. This back when you had the scales, you had to hold the shit with your fingers and fucking read the shit on the shit. And I'm selling the weed and shit, whatever. So she like, damn, I'm selling weed. She like, yo, you making some good money. Like, you need to like start buying more weed. But she like, yo, you getting money now. You want to be all pretty and shit, whatever. Jamaican lady, older lady in my hood. She used to be flirting with me and shit, fucking with me, grabbing my dick and shit in the elevator. Fucking with me, and she probably was like 9 years older than me and shit. And she had a fucking older Jamaican dude. He had some money and shit, selling a lot of the weed. All her connections through him and shit. So I'm like, damn. Like, she fuck with him. Was she married? I can't remember if she was married, but she fucking with him and getting me the weed. So I'm like, man, I'm going to fuck with her. I'm going to fuck with her. So I started buying weed from my mom or whatever. So I buy a little bit more weed, but all my money, I'm buying Jordans. I ain't going to lie. Like, I never could afford Jordans growing up. So I'm getting every Jordan, buying Jordans, going out. Just fly every day. Like, I ain't got shit to do with my money. Getting fly and helping my mother pay whatever she need to pay. That's it. And like, all my older bros drove and shit, so I used to hang with them. I ain't know how to drive and shit. Whatever. So I was spending my money on clothes and shit, dumb shit, jewelry, like stupid shit. But I was just making sure my mom was straight and shit. And after that, it was like, it's on. Like I took everything I learned from that shit, and then I just started buying more shit, and started stealing cars, learning how to drive, And I started buying my own cars and shit. But I was saying that to say this with the girl Peaches. She fucking had some Jamaican dudes fucking melon weed from Jamaica. And I think the other one was Arizona, right? And the boxes used to come. She used to be like, we're going to pay you $500 each box that come. This was fucking 01. I want to say 01. Yeah, 01, I was 17, 01, 16. And the boxes used to come to my fucking house, UPS. And my mother used to be like, what the fuck is that? What you ordered? And I used to be like, nothing. I walked down the street. She lived probably like 2 blocks. This shit probably take like 4 minutes walking top speed. And this was before my leg, before I got shot, so I'm maneuvering. I had to remember TJ Maxx used to have the big ass fucking bags. Like when you buy mad shit, they get a big ass bag. I used to put the box in the TJ Maxx bag. My mother used to love TJ Maxx. She always had the fucking bags. Put the shit in the bag, walk the shit down the street. 500. 2 days later, 2 boxes. Walking down the street. 1,000. Now I got my own weed and I'm getting money off of this shit. So this shit, like the shit started to add up now. I'm like, oh shit, I'm making some real money. So boom, get a 3rd box. But the whole time I'm getting the boxes, my homie Jamaican Mike, Fat Mike, is fucking from my hood, they getting boxes. So the whole thing is, if you open the box, you cut off. They open the box. It's like 40 pounds in the box. They steal 3, tape it back up, give it a box. They get the weed. I get a box. A couple days later, send it. They're like, yo, they wilding her up now. Yo, this shit ain't adding up. The box, We get paid. But the whole time, I don't know. They stole the box. They fucked the shit up. So they cut everybody off, whatever. But they like, yo, 3 of the pounds missing, So after a while, they end up telling me they took 3 pounds out of it. But I'm saying that to say this. The whole time I'm getting all these boxes, I'm so going off the little 500. I'm like, I'm not even thinking about what's in the box, but I'm in my head, like, if I knew it was fucking 30, 40 pounds in that box, I probably took the whole fucking box. Feel me? But I was like, fuck it. They fucked the whole shit up. I'm like, man, young and dumb. I was like, nah. If I would have took the whole box, I would have been dead. I would have been dead after that. So it was just like, I probably would have had way more than the 3 they had, but once the 40 would have ran out, now what? Feel me? But then it was just like, I'm getting I'm 500 each box. It was like, it was good money. At that time, 16, 17, got a couple $1,000s and shit.
Probably feels like a lifetime ago.
I wasn't traveling. I wasn't doing shit. I was in the hood every day. Fucking just buying clothes and jewelry and just fucking ride around and fucking partying and fucking paying bills.
Now you're a whole new man. Buying shit for
my girlfriends and shit. A lot of the dumb shit I did with money, like back then, is just like, I wish I had that money now.
Hey, but
that flow, especially when we got indicted. I ain't gonna lie, I was making some good money.
Now you're on a new path in life.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking with the music right now. I work. I've been working since I've been home though. Like going to prison, that shit made me create structure in my day. And it's like when I get idle time, I feel weird. I feel like I ain't doing something right. Like if I'm just sitting around all day not doing nothing and shit. I mean,
that's a good mentality there.
Yeah, it's like I gotta do something. Like even now, I work. I go to the studio. I go to the gym. I mean, thinking about new business ventures and shit, trying to start. Like I had a handyman company for some years. I was doing a lot of home repairs and shit. Still to this day, I'm on a lot of TVs and shit. You know what I mean? But like, I'll do music, man. That's my passion. Like that's where I want to get the majority of my income from fucking music. I don't want to work. I'd rather put other people in position to work and shit like that. Like, but I work, I get it in, do what I gotta do. Ain't nothing like more than one income. I mean, can have my own company. Like I'm one of them people. Like I could have 3 companies. It might still work. Might still fucking hustle a little weed or something. I want to do something. I mean, I'm always trying to turn over turn over $1, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I want success. Like, I deserve it. And I feel like a part of it is just coming out of Connecticut. Like, we had actors here and there, a couple athletes, but like, we never really had like no real big major shit, like all around. Like, a couple people here, a couple people there, a couple people there. Like, and everybody that's from here is like, they represent where they from, but they in other places. Like, I want this shit to be like, when you go to Hollywood, it's all around. Know what I mean? Like the Southern Connecticut is kind of like that, like where it's a small neighborhood of fortunate people, but it's not like when you go to Beverly Hills, Hollywood, or fucking Atlanta, Buckhead, where it's like majority a whole bunch of rich people in the same area, like type shit. Like it's everybody here is low with their shit because it's not common. And everybody, when they go to party and shit, they in the biggest cities or they on the islands and shit, which is cool. But it's like Connecticut. I mean, maybe just because we small, like, and then New York is right here, and Boston is right there. Those are the biggest cities, and we just like Connecticut is small, right in the middle. But for the most part, like the dudes from bigger cities that I know, like they that been here and or like did time with us and got to know us, they know what it is with Connecticut. Like, and then you got a whole bunch of people who still sleep on us and think when you come here it's just the woods and shit like that, and it's not that. It's real. Like, and then like dudes learn, like bitten with a lot of dudes from Connecticut. Like, dudes know it's a lot of real dudes here, and it's a lot of bullshit here, just like everywhere else. It's hot niggas everywhere. It's fucking good dudes everywhere. It's fucking hustlers everywhere. It's fucking shooters everywhere. It's fucking pimps everywhere. It's fucking scammers everywhere. It's fucking prostitutes everywhere. It's like, I mean, it's a fucking hood everywhere, all around us, all around the world, and it's just different culture.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Well, Jonas, thanks so much for coming on the show today, man. It was great chatting with you.
Cool.
I appreciate you, and we'll have the links to all your music and everything in the description.
Yeah, check me out, Bigfacehead, man. My last project I dropped was in January. Yeah, January. But I got some new videos and shit coming out this summer.
Awesome.
And some new projects, some new singles and shit like that. But other than that, we're just trying to build CT up, man. Make CT great again.